All right, Saquon Jones with the boxing voice. We got ring announcer David Diamante. How you doing, man?
Yeah, Saquon, good to see you, brother.
Yo, I don't know if I tell you this every time, but I'm still remind you of it. You were the first ring announcer from my amateur fights at Church Street Boxing.
Oh my God, Church Street.
Church Street Boxing.
Back in the days.
Your dreads were much shorter back then.
They were much shorter.
And you were my first ring announcer. Wow. So every time I see you,
shout out to Justin.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ray. Shout out to that whole crew, man.
Yes.
Tootsie Roll. That whole crew, man.
Yo, look how red your face is.
That's amazing, man. We did fights with those guys for years.
I know, man.
Years. We used to do fights in the basement of the Church Street Boxing Gym. And then we did it in Hell's Kitchen at the Hall at St. Paul.
Yeah.
And
my fight was when they moved from World Trade Center, near the World Trade Center.
Yeah.
So that was my fault.
That was amazing, bro. Those were great days. I worked with those guys a long time. I worked with those guys over 15 years.
I know.
We did a lot of fights. That's the longest running Muay Thai, in all, I think, definitely in New York City, but I think in America, they were doing it for a long time. And then, but they did a lot of boxing too. It was great, man.
How does it feel to go from just there and now you're like world famous now? Like I see you running in the street in Brooklyn, and we chopped it up a bit every time I see you because you like run at Vaughn King Park. I saw you one time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's right in my hood.
Yeah, no. So
how
does it feel to go from Church Street to like Glen Road along
Church Street to Main Street?
Yeah, like how is that journey for you?
No, it's to be honest, Saquon, what's cool about it is the fact that I got into boxing just off the strength of I loved it, right? And so, because I used to train at Brotherhood Boxing and King's Gym in East Oakland when I lived down in California and all these different places, and I loved the announcers. I thought it was it was my way to get in to stay in the sport, and I just did it for fun. I did it as a hobby. I never did it for money. I didn't do it for fame. I didn't do it for clout. None of that stuff. And I just did it because I truly love the sport. And so it's almost like one of those things, like fast forward 20 plus years later, and now here it is. And, inducted to the New York Boxing Hall of Fame.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and doing all this, biggest fights in the world. And yeah, it's great. It's just amazing. It's a dream.
Yo, so like for you to have that motorcycle accident, to look the way you do, man, is a tribute to your perseverance.
Thank you, brother.
Do you have like any inspirational messages that you want to say so more people that may have gone through what you've gone through?
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, that happened in Sunset Park under the BQ up 3rd Avenue, and I was in a really, really bad way. And, 4 spinal fractures, broke all my ribs, my knee was destroyed. It was really bad, and they didn't think I was going to walk. And it was really rough. I had a great surgeon. He was able to save my spine, but the comeback was really difficult. But I just wanted to come back so bad, and they were trying to tell me, "Sir, you need to calm down." I said, "No, you need to calm down. I need to get out of here. I need to get on and move on with my life." And my girl just had surgery this week, actually. She's going through it, nothing like what I went through, but just seeing her come back, she's really having a hard time. It's been very hard for her. So I'm trying to help her. She helped me a lot when I had my accident. And I appreciate all the messages and all the love and the support. And I still need it because I do still have, problems. I'm technically disabled and I can't do a lot of things I used to be able to do. My whole back is metal now. I got 2 metal rods on the length of my back now. So it's changed me. But I'm not going to cry about it at all. I don't feel sorry for myself. And I do feel pain every day, but I'm not going to focus on the pain. I don't focus on the pain. I focus on moving forward because I'm very blessed just even to walk.
Yeah. So I ask all the boxers, right, when they see other boxers in their weight division, how they feel. They all want to punch each other in the face. Mikey Buffer's in here. Do you want to punch him in the face? Is there a ring announcer beef?
Well, no way. No, I get also 30 feet. Are you kidding? Oh, you don't understand. No way. Michael's my guy. Like, first of all, we already talked today for quite a while, man. We were talking about our first. I know Michael quite well. Yeah. We've known each other for a long time. When I was in the hospital, he used to call me every day. Michael Buff. And he was like, "Dave, I'm sorry I'm bothering you." I'm like, "Mike, you ain't bothering me." He's like, oh yeah, you know, he's amazing, man. So we were quite close, even his brother Bruce. So no, well, I'm close with all those guys, and no way.
You don't want no smoke with the who's the guy?
I mean, I'll take any smoke if anyone wanted, but nah, I'm not like that. I'm not running from no smoke. But no, that's my guy. Because you know what it is, we all got our own lane. You know, he's got his style, I've got my style. You know, my issue is when people try to fight your style. That I don't like.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You got to get your own. Don't, you know, he's got the, let's get ready to, you know, and I'm like, oh, fight. Start. Oh, you know what I mean? So I said,
what about Jimmy Lenny? Maybe you wanted to.
No, that's my guy. Jimmy, I worked with Jimmy for years, man. Jimmy, the classy Jimmy is an amazing guy, and he's a great ring announcer. He's a legend. He's a lovely guy, man. Jimmy is a lovely, and he's such a great compere. What a great MC he is. Yeah, Jimmy's wonderful, man.
All right, so listen, you know, the boxing voice, we got to stir it up. We got to see if there's ring announcer.
I mean, I don't know if there is, bring it, but nah, those are my guys. Even like Thomas Triber, like when I can't do a gig, I'll call Thomas and I'll throw him a gig. You know, I got, you know, Ramblin' Ralph, me and him hang out in Vegas. Like, you know, these are my guys, man.
Yo, before I let you go much, can you, Kristen, what did you think about the Haney Ryan Garcia fight? There's a lot of controversy with that 3 pounds. Does that taint his win? Or just because Haney took the fight, does that...
That's a very good question, and I love that question. I'm glad you asked that question. I don't necessarily want to answer it. No, it's not that, no. You know what it is? I think as a man, you have to, if you choose to take the fight, you can't beef about it, because like, this is the thing. When you go into a shop and you see a price of something, and you buy it, and then you can't say like, yeah, but yo, they hit me this. It was this much money. Man, you see what the price is. See, if you go and buy it, and then they hit you on the back end, and you're like, whoa. You're like, whoa. You know, you're all getting crazy. You see, there's people, they take that trip to Greece, and they go to the restaurant and have dinner, and then they get billed for like $1,000 for like a lunch. You know, we've heard these things. They hit you with that. That's you could beef about it. But if you know what's the price up front, that's what the price is. Now, Devin Haney, they saw 3.2 pounds over, they chose to take the fight. Okay? There's a point when they can say no. There's weight classes for a reason. Also rehydration clauses. So if they chose to make the contract the way they did, that's just what it is. So, but does it make a difference? You're absolutely right, it makes a difference, Saquon. 100%. That's why we have weight divisions.
Yeah.
So it does make a difference. And Ryan did look like he looked big in that ring. He looked different than he did against Tank Davis. Yeah. And you heard what he said. He said, at my weight, I'll take Tank out. He also said he thinks Devin would be an easy fight for he said Tank would be an easy fight for Devin. So it's very interesting. The one thing I love is that these guys are finally starting to face and meet up, is they have to do that. See, you know, in the era of the Four Kings, where I came up with the Hearns, the Hagler, the Lennon, and Durant, they all fought each other. They got some wins, they got some losses. And some guys could beat some guys, some other guys couldn't beat other guys. That's what makes it exciting. But when you get these young lions like a Shakur, like a Tank, like a Haney, like a Garcia, these guys got to meet. Let alone a Matias, a Teofimo Lopez, a Josh Taylor, a Catterall. There's a lot of other guys in these divisions that make it exciting. Liam Paro, whoever you want to say. So these guys should meet. These guys should fight, but especially the stars. You know, when you got Shakur, you got Tank, you got Devin, you got Ryan. I'm happy they're fighting. So I was at the fight. It was great. Look, Barclays Center, that's my old home, bro. Yeah. You know, I was literally the voice of it. But when you called Barclays Center, it was like, thank you for calling Barclays Center. That's me. Yeah. So
that's amazing.
For the 40-40 Club, press 1. You know, I was the voice of. It was me, bro. I was the voice of the Barclays. I did all their voices. I did their training. I flew down to Disney. It was on the green screen. It was like, well, so you want to work at Barclays Center? The guy did the whole thing. And I was the voice of the Nets for 5 years. So I called every single NBA game that took place in that building. I called it. You know, let alone the NCAA games, all that stuff.
I feel like I raised you. I feel like I raised you.
Well, I don't know about all that, but... You know,
you got popping after you announced my fight.
That's it. So, you know,
are they starting?
I think they're going to start. But man, it was great to be there as a fan. I loved it. Saquon, it's great to see you. Boxing Voice, shout out.
Yes, thank you so much.
The fight starts now.
All right, talk to you later, boy.
What up, YouTube family? Don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help us get to that 1 million subscribers. We're on the road to 1 million. And obviously, we have other great content on our Patreon channel. So since this video is over, head on over to our Patreon and check out all the exclusive content or right here on our YouTube members.